Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring a fascinating collection of United States Lincoln cents, including the 1971D, 1973D, 1983D, 1985D, and 1995 pennies. These small coins may look ordinary, but each one carries a unique piece of American history, featuring the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the national motto, "In God We Trust," and the famous Lincoln Memorial reverse with E pluribus unum and 1 cent. In this video, we'll take a closer look at their designs, historical background, mint marks, compositions, collectible value, and interesting facts that make these pennies popular among coin collectors around the world. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced numismatist, you're sure to discover something interesting about these classic U.S. coins. So stay tuned and let's dive into the world of Lincoln cents. The 1971 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1971 with the Denver Mint mark to the right. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent has remained one of the most recognized and widely collected coins in American numismatic history. The reverse of the 1971 D cent displays the famous Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparro. Above the memorial appears the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, symbolizing the unity of the states. The inscription United States of America is placed along the upper rim, while the denomination 1 cent appears boldly at the bottom. A unique feature of the Lincoln Memorial reverse is that a tiny image of Lincoln can be seen seated inside the memorial between the central columns, making it one of the few coins in the world to depict the same individual on both sides. The 1971 D. Lincoln cent was struck from an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving the coin its traditional reddish-brown appearance. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. During this era, pennies were still composed primarily of copper, years before the U.S. Mint changed to copper-plated zinc in 1982. Because of its higher copper content, many collectors appreciate pre-1982 Lincoln cents as representatives of a different period in American coin production. The Denver Mint produced more than 2.9 billion Lincoln cents in 1971, making the 1971 D one of the more common issues in the series. As a result, circulated examples are usually worth only a small premium over face value. However, coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition with strong mint luster and sharp details are sought after by collectors building high-grade Lincoln cent collections. Exceptional specimens graded by professional services can command significantly higher prices, especially those with attractive original red coloration. Collectors also search 1971 D cents for mint errors and varieties. While most examples are standard issues, occasional coins may exhibit doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or other mint-made abnormalities. Such errors can greatly increase a coin's desirability and value depending on their rarity and condition. Examining a 1971 D cent under magnification often reveals interesting details about the minting process and can sometimes uncover collectible varieties. The 1971 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent represents a fascinating period in American history. Produced during the early 1970s, it circulated through a decade marked by significant political, economic, and social changes in the United States. Although it is a common coin, it remains an important part of the long-running Lincoln cent series and continues to be collected by enthusiasts around the world. For many numismatists, the 1971 D penny serves as both a historical artifact and a reminder of an era when copper cents were still a regular part of everyday American commerce. Its enduring design, historical significance, and connection to Abraham Lincoln make it a cherished addition to collections ranging from beginner albums to advanced numismatic sets. The 1973 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The obverse features Lincoln's right-facing portrait, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above the portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is displayed to the left, and the date 1973 appears to the right. The Lincoln Cent remains one of the most enduring and recognizable coin designs in American history, having circulated through multiple generations of U.S. citizens. The reverse of the 1973 D cent showcases the iconic Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparo. The Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum, is displayed above the memorial and translates to "out of many one," representing the unity of the states that form the United States of America. Encircling the upper edge is the inscription, United States of America, while the denomination 1 cent is prominently placed at the bottom. One of the most fascinating details of this design is the tiny figure of Lincoln visible between the central columns of the memorial, making this coin unique because the same historical figure appears on both the obverse and reverse. The 1973 D. Lincoln Cent was struck from an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc, the standard composition used for Lincoln cents during that era. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Unlike cents produced after 1982, which are primarily zinc with a thin copper coating, the 1973 D penny contains a substantial amount of copper, making it representative of the traditional composition that had been used for decades in American coinage. Production at the Denver Mint was extremely high in 1973, with more than 4 billion Lincoln cents struck. Because of this large mintage, the 1973 D penny is commonly found in circulated condition and is generally affordable for collectors. However, specimens that remain in brilliant uncirculated condition with strong mint luster, original red coloration, and minimal contact marks are considerably more desirable. Coins certified in top grades by professional grading services can command premiums due to their scarcity in exceptional condition. Collectors often examine 1973 D Lincoln cents for potential mint errors and varieties. While most examples are standard issues, some may display interesting minting anomalies such as off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, repunched mint marks, or double die characteristics. Error coins are usually much rarer than regular circulation strikes and can attract significant interest from numismatists. Careful inspection under magnification can sometimes reveal unique features that increase a coin's collectible value. The 1973 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent represents an important piece of American numismatic history. Issued during a period of economic and social change in the United States, it circulated widely and became part of everyday transactions across the country. Today, it serves as a tangible reminder of the early 1970s and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Whether collected for its historical significance, copper composition, attractive design, or as part of a complete Lincoln cent collection, the 1973 D penny remains a cherished and widely recognized coin. Its combination of historical symbolism, artistic design, and accessibility ensures its lasting popularity among collectors and history enthusiasts around the world. The 1983 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. The coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is positioned to the left, and the date 1983 appears to the right. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent has become one of the most recognizable and longest-running coin designs in American history, making each issue an important part of the nation's numismatic heritage. The reverse side of the 1983 D cent displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo and used on United States pennies from 1959 through 2008. Across the top is the inscription, EPLURIBUSUNUM, the Latin phrase meaning, out of many, one, symbolizing the unity of the American states. The words, United States of America, are displayed around the upper edge, while the denomination, 1 cent, appears prominently at the bottom. A fascinating feature of this reverse design is that a tiny representation of Lincoln can be seen seated inside the memorial between the central columns, making this one of the few coins in the world to portray the same individual on both sides. The 1983 D penny was produced during a significant transition period in U.S. coinage. Beginning in 1982, the United States Mint changed the cent's composition from primarily copper to 97.5% zinc coated with 2.5% copper. As a result, the 1983 D cent weighs approximately 2.5 grams, compared with the heavier copper cents issued before the change. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a smooth edge. This new composition allowed the mint to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional appearance of the penny. The Denver Mint produced well over 6 billion cents in 1983, making the 1983 D one of the most common Lincoln cents encountered in circulation. Despite its abundance, the coin remains popular among collectors because it represents the early years of the copper-plated zinc era. Coins that have retained their original red color, strong mint luster, and sharp strike are especially desirable. High-grade uncirculated examples, certified by professional grading services, can be worth considerably more than ordinary circulated pieces. One reason the 1983 cent series attracts attention is the existence of notable Mintera varieties. Collectors often search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and other production anomalies. The 1983 doubled die reverse variety is particularly famous among Lincoln cent enthusiasts because of visible doubling in parts of the reverse inscriptions. Although such varieties are much scarcer than regular issues, they demonstrate the complexity of the minting process and add excitement to collecting modern U.S. coins. Historically, the 1983 D Lincoln cent reflects a period when the United States Mint was adapting to rising metal costs and changing manufacturing practices. While millions of these coins circulated through everyday commerce, they also became small witnesses to the economic and technological developments of the early 1980s. Today, the 1983 D penny remains an accessible and educational collectible, appreciated by beginners and experienced numismatists alike. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its role in the transition to copper-plated zinc coinage, and its place within the beloved Lincoln cent series ensure that it continues to hold a special position in American coin collecting. The 1985 D Lincoln Memorial Cent is a classic United States 1-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint in Denver, Colorado. The coin carries the national motto, "In God We Trust," the word "Liberty," the date 1985, and the mint mark D indicating its production at the Denver facility. On the obverse front appears the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse features the famous Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro, which was used on U.S. cents from 1959 through 2008. Above the memorial appears the inscription United States of America, while EPLURIBUSUNUM is displayed across the top, and 1 cent is prominently shown at the bottom. The 1985 D cent was struck primarily from a copper-plated zinc composition, consisting of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This composition had been adopted in 1982 as a cost-saving measure due to the rising price of copper. The coin weighs approximately 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Although hundreds of millions of these coins were produced, making them common in circulation, they remain popular among collectors assembling Lincoln cent date mint collections. Coins found in pristine uncirculated condition can display bright original mint luster and sharp details on Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial. Collectors often examine 1985 D cents for striking quality, mint luster, and potential minting errors. Examples with strong strikes, attractive red surfaces, and minimal contact marks can command premiums above face value. Error varieties such as off-center strikes, double dies, or other mint-made anomalies may be worth significantly more depending on rarity and condition. Because the Denver Mint produced a very large mintage, most circulated examples are valued mainly for historical and educational interest rather than rarity. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the longest-running coin series in American history, making coins like the 1985 D penny important pieces of the nation's numismatic heritage. This coin reflects the economic and cultural environment of the mid-1980s, while continuing the tradition of honoring Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most respected presidents. For many collectors, the 1985 D Lincoln cent serves as an accessible and affordable entry into coin collecting, offering a tangible connection to U.S. history, minting technology, and everyday commerce. Whether preserved in a collection album, a coin holder, or discovered in pocket change, the 1985 D Lincoln Memorial Cent remains a recognizable and enduring symbol of American coinage. The 1995 Lincoln Memorial Cent is a United States 1-cent coin that forms part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, one of the most famous and widely collected coin series in American numismatic history. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a design created by sculptor Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1995 to the right. These inscriptions have become familiar elements of American coinage and reflect the nation's history, values, and traditions. On the reverse side appears the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparro that was used on U.S. cents from 1959 until 2008. Above the memorial is the national motto, EPLURIBUSUNUM, meaning out of many one, symbolizing the union of the states into a single nation. The inscription, United States of America, curves around the upper edge, while the denomination 1 cent is prominently displayed at the bottom. A remarkable detail of this design is that Lincoln can be seen seated inside the memorial between the central columns, making this one of the few coins to feature the same historical figure on both sides. By 1995, Lincoln cents were being produced using a copper-plated zinc composition, consisting of approximately 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This composition was adopted in 1982 to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional appearance of the penny. The coin weighs about 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a smooth edge. Although its metallic composition differs from earlier copper cents, the 1995 penny retains the familiar look and feel that Americans have known for generations. The year 1995 is especially noteworthy among Lincoln cent collectors because of the famous 1995 double die obverse variety. On these coins, noticeable doubling appears on inscriptions such as Liberty and In God We Trust. This variety has become one of the most popular modern Lincoln cent errors and is actively sought by collectors. While most 1995 pennies found in circulation are common, examples displaying this double die feature can command significant premiums depending on condition and visibility of the doubling. Millions of 1995 Lincoln cents entered circulation and were used in everyday commerce throughout the United States. Because of the large mintages produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, ordinary circulated examples remain plentiful today. However, coins preserved in uncirculated condition with original red mint luster, sharp details, and minimal marks are highly desirable for collectors assembling high-grade Lincoln cent sets. Professionally graded specimens in exceptional condition can be worth considerably more than face value. The 1995 Lincoln Memorial Cent serves as a reminder of the enduring popularity of Abraham Lincoln on American coinage. For more than a century, Lincoln's image has appeared on the cent, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Whether collected for its historical significance, its connection to the famous double die variety, or simply as part of a complete Lincoln cent collection, the 1995 penny remains an important and fascinating piece of modern American numismatic heritage. It represents not only a practical coin used in daily transactions, but also a small historical artifact that reflects the craftsmanship, symbolism, and traditions of the United States Mint.